What's going on, guys? It's Tron Ninja here, back with another video. This time covering the top 5 best perks in Blackout. Quickly before the video begins, if you give me a like, subscribe, ring the bell, and leave a comment with some decent criticism, that'll all be appreciated. Also, linked in the description will be my Twitch and Twitter, so if you can go follow those so you can get more consistent uploads on my Twitch and keep up to speed with me when I'm uploading content, then I would highly recommend doing so. Anyways, on with the video now. Coming in at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot is Reinforced. This perk makes you more resistant towards lethal and tactical grenades, which is like concussions, frags, and other sorts of equipment. The reason that this one is not getting higher in the list is simply because of the fact that because of the concussion problem and the fact that it doesn't spawn enough is really the main issue with this perk. It's not necessarily because it's a bad perk, it's just because it doesn't spawn enough. If it spawned enough to a point where I thought it was decent, then this one would probably be at least at the number 3 spot. But simply because of the fact that so many people just use concussions all the time, it's just a severe problem. Not to mention the fact that there are other types of equipment like trip mines and stuff, and it gets really old after a while, so this one should definitely be buffed. Coming in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is Mobility, which is a combination of gung-ho and lightweight from Black Ops 1. Basically, this perk is the best perk for number 4 simply because of the fact that it allows you to move faster, allows you to swap weapons faster, allows you to shoot weapons while sprinting, which is a big one, and allows you to mantle things a lot quicker. So if you're trying to climb to an enemy faster on top of a building or something, this one's quite useful. Not really much to say about this one, it's just a basic movement increase perk, nothing else. But the one thing that I will say that I wish it did do is at least increase the sprint speed. If you're gonna call a perk Mobility, I at least expect it to be able to also increase the sprint speed tenfold, especially considering that it does everything else. It is called Mobility after all. But other than that, I have no other issues with it. Coming in at the number 3 spot, next perk up to bat is Awareness at number 3. This is the sole counter to Dead Silence and Sulker, and is really the only super effective way to be able to counter these two perks. Unfortunately, just like Reinforced, I've noticed that this perk has a severe lack of amount of spawns. I have a very few games where I can even run into like more than 3 awarenesses in a singular area, or multiple areas even. The simple problem is that just like Reinforced, this perk should spawn more often. The biggest complaint that I've heard from other players that don't like this perk is simply the fact that it's so loud that you can even hear players that are almost like 50 yards away from you when you're not even near close to them. This is a problem, but generally speaking, if they just increased the amount of times that this perk spawned and then got rid of this problem, I think this perk would be the most balanced perk in the game. Coming in at the number 2 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is Sulker, the perk that allows you to move faster while crouching and proning. This perk is simply the most, or one of the most overpowered perks, not because of its stealth abilities, but more because of its crouching ability and being able to keep a tighter crosshair while hip firing, and even keeping accuracy while ADSing, as I've mentioned in my Blackout is Bad video. This perk simply allows you to have the mobility of sprinting, but keeping superior accuracy, hip firing or not. I've noticed plenty of times that this perk especially is useful in sniper battles, because a lot of the time when a person is sniping at you, they don't expect you to be able to move that fast, and generally speaking, it's very, very quick at what it can do. A lot of the time, I'm trying to snipe at someone with Sulker, and then I completely miss because they're moving in ways that I didn't think they could. And the other thing is its stealth abilities. Like I said before in my Blackout is Bad video, this one has a stealth ability where basically, because you're crouching, you make less noise, so therefore your enemy has less chances of hearing you. Combine this with Dead Silence, this could be one of the most broken perks in the game, because no one will be able to hear you at all, and you'll be able to move at insane speeds while proning and keeping accuracy. So definitely one of those more overpowered perks. And finally at the number one spot is Dead Silence, aka the most OP perk in the entire game, especially considering that servers do not even render your own footsteps half the time. Yes, you heard that correctly. So basically, it's hard to tell sometimes even if people are or not using Dead Silence. And sometimes it just becomes that one perk that you just end up despising hugely. It's one of the perks that made me actually stop for 3 months entirely on Twitch, because I just simply could not stand the amount of third-partying involved with this one singular perk, and the inconsistency of audio within the servers themselves, making it impossible to know if someone's using Dead Silence or if the servers are just being utterly crap. Definitely one of those perks that I think should either be removed or heavily nerfed to the point of utter uselessness, because I am seriously sick and tired of getting stealth killed by someone that has the incapability of actually just winning a gunfight. It's the stupidest thing ever, and they have it in Warzone too. Like I've said before, Activision, people do not like stealth perks, and this is why. Stealth perks ruin metas because it's literally just allowing bad players to get kills. But yeah, anyways, with that being said, that will be it for the video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Also leave a comment with some decent criticism down below. Also remember my Twitch and Twitter links will be linked down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.